now that John Morant is back. You got to think about the Sacramento Kings with Fox and Sabonis, even though they've lost they've lost some footing in the West. But these are teams that you really got to worry about, and there are other teams that are just danger just because of their star. You got to think about Steph and the Warriors. I mean, the Warriors may not look great, but they won. They were on a 5-game win streak. Um, these are teams that you got to worry about in the West. But if the Clippers are healthy, they're one of the best teams in the West, one of the best teams in the NBA. So we'll see exactly what they can do. I'm like I said, I'm excited to see what's going to happen with them. I picked the Nuggets. I think the Nuggets are the team that may come out the West right now, and that can always change because the Timberwolves look great. So we'll see. We'll see exactly what happens. But Clippers, you are dogs. Dogs of the week. So for being dogs, great job for being dogs. Hey, what's going on, Dan? Good to see somebody supporting the show. Appreciate you for being on here, my guy. So now let's talk about the other dog of the week. This guy has played for multiple teams. He got drafted by the Oakland Raiders at that time. Then he got traded to the Dallas Cowboys, and then he later got traded to the Cleveland Browns. I think with all that information, you may know exactly what I'm talking about. So I am talking about none other than Amari Cooper. Amari Cooper has now joined Terrell Owens as the only wide receiver with 200-yard receiver games for 3 different franchises. So he had a 200-yard receiving game with the Raiders. He had a 200-yard receiving game with the Cowboys, and he now has one with the Cleveland Browns. And the game previous, Amari Cooper had 11 catches for 265 yards and 2 touchdowns, and the Browns' 36-22 win over Houston. Amari Cooper is the 4th player in NFL history with 3 career games with at least 200 receiving yards and 2 touchdowns, joining Don Hudson, who had 4 games, Charlie Hannigan, who had 3, and Tyreek Hill, who also had 3. He is the 6th player